Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Okay, welcome to our monthly program, PEC TALKS. But this time is a special edition where we are going to have an interview with our amazing awardees from IISMA. Okay, so before we start, maybe ask all of your names first. Starting from you.
Alright, the name is Chavez.
Okay, and from what major?
I'm majoring business and management, currently focusing my studies in logistic international trade.
I see. Okay, and how about you?
I'm MC Aprina. Well, I'm actually studying the same field, which is international trade logistics.
Okay, and you, sir?
So my name is Fadur Rahman. I'm kind of different. I'm from mechanical engineering, and I'm also focusing in mechanical engineering in the concentration of manufacturing.
I see. Okay, nice information. And now we apparently have around 12 to 13 questions for you guys, and we'd like to know the answers from the awardees' point of views. Okay.
Alright.
So first, let's talk about the experience, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's ace it, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so our first question is, what made you put interest in joining the IISMA program?
Actually, I'm interested with the mobility, especially when it comes to international mobility program. Underline a few reasons. The first one is basically because I would like to experience, at the very least, the international exposure which I could obtain through this program. And secondly, it's about the program itself. When we knew that there's been a lot of socialization over this program, and eventually I found this really interesting. And the last but not least is basically about the not only focusing on the exposure, but also gathering a new objective such as friendship, extension, and our networking, etc. So at the very end of the day, I do believe that this program literally have the emphasizement on the exposure and extension on our networking and so on. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you.
Okay. And how about
For me, I just interested to like how we can make a new friendship through like other university from other cities, and also like joining IISMA. Beside of the benefits and all, I believe that I can get like more experience, like how to study in abroad, like in other countries, and also I can exchange, because I love exploring. And by joining IISMA, it really helps me to share all of my ideas or like perspectives, and also like making the relations, whether it's with students or maybe like other lecturers, something like that.
Coming from Java, right? So that's people say that quality of education of Java is really high, right? So that's one of the reasons why I came to Batam itself, because I really want to see how much is the difference between the quality of education in Java and Batam, and it's actually related to what I really want when I was just a kid. I really want to go abroad, but yeah, my mother is really care about me, so she just don't let me go there. So that's why I really want to go to international university, because I really want to see how much is the big difference between quality education in there in Indonesia, because people always says that it's actually a big gap there. So that's why it's actually I want and have an engagement in this kind of IISMA program, because I really want to see how much is the gap between the quality in Indonesia and the quality in abroad itself. And moreover, it's actually same as Joshua and MC. So maybe that's my additional point for myself. Thank you.
So I see everyone has a really interesting background and reasons from you guys to join this IISMA program.
Next question, how's your journey to get this scholarship? Were there any particular challenges faced in the application process?
On SKCK, actually SKCK document, because I'm really surprised that SKCK you have to make that on your domicile in KTP or your civil card, right? So that's one of the things that I really challenge for me, because I have prepared everything in here, but I have to make it on Java, because I'm from Java and my KTP domicile is on Java. So other things is actually came from the interview itself, because in interview, I think one of the challenge is a question that have people say that there is a tricky question, right? So I'm really anticipated for that question, but when I'm anticipate that question, it's getting me like more likely to be more, careful to talk, but that's actually not true because of what? Because when we are going to the interview, the interviewers only say something that related to our essay, and if you are really understand what you are making on your essay, it just easy to go. So yeah, for me the challenge is on you itself, because if you think that's hard, it will be hard. So if you think it's easy, it will be easy. So maybe that's all.
About mindset.
Yep.
It is actually, yeah.
The first challenges is basically the EPT itself.
Yes,
English
that's-
proficiency test is one of the most essential key factor to actually determine you whether you will be accepted or, well, no, not at all in the post-university. In order to get a higher score of EPT, you require comprehensive study through a certain applications, because we knew that there is a lot of methodologies to gain your EPT, right? So that's the first one. The second challenges is basically about the essay. You are required to fill in the essay with the maximum of 350 words. So yeah, and you need to build interesting that could engage and cope all of the interest from the IISMA themselves. Thirdly is about the administrative issue, which is, when you have to propose into a certain letter to a certain site of the university. For example, in our OIA, when you are required to communicate with your KPS, or in English we call it head of study, and you have to do some kind of negotiation with them, right?
Yeah.
Whether you could apply or you cannot apply in this particular university, because at the end of the day it's about exchanging, right? The last but not least is basically about the interview sessions. The interview sessions is really challenging for me myself, because I do not know that there is I call it a bang box, where you could know what the questions that was proposed earlier or previously by the awardee of 23, and there's a lot of questions which is like more than 300 and so on, and you have to anticipate for that one. So yeah, I think those 4 valuable points is one of the interesting part when it comes to the challenges to register to this program of IISMA. I think that's all.
Okay, well, for me, the first thing is the essay, because we have to get ready, I didn't have any experience where you making or settle up essay, so I really need a lot of ideas to make that. And also I heard that this essay is actually the most important one, but I believe it's not the only one, because as Travis mentioned, it was the interview session. Well, for me, I don't know how to say, but for you guys who really want to join IISMA, you have to keep this in mind. To make the essay, to make the essay, we really need a lot of time. So you have to be prepared, and also the interview session. All of them gave me a lot of pressures, but believe me, that was not the worst. So maybe because I was having a little hard time in my personal life that I can't really mention. So by that, it got me really like up and downs, in those up and downs situation. But yeah, because I approach the alumni, so like if you want to settle your essay, or like maybe you're trying to do a mock-up interview, because it's actually really important, so by that I just approached the alumni, and then I looked up and Google, YouTube, they give it out like how to do essay, how to handle your emotional or maybe like personal stuff during the interview sessions, but believe me, it's actually the best challenge I've ever had in my life.
Is actually pretty simple. What country do you choose and why?
So interesting for you to choose which university to choose, to apply. You have to make sure that your APT is, qualified, because that's the requirements. So I chose the first priority is France, Polytech. host the fonds. That's the first one. The second one is Osnabrück Applied of Science, if I'm not wrong, is in Germany. And the second is Cardiff and Fell College, if I'm not wrong, is in the UK. And why? Well, the first one is because I don't know, this is a flex or something, but I just want to share my little personal stories. I think because I have, let's say I have a lot of friends in France, especially in the capital city, in the south and the north, and I'm gonna be studying in the north of France, which is the place where my friends live in, some of them. And I think that's the reason why I chose France as my first priority, because I really want to meet my friends as well, and also I saw that the Valenciennes city is actually really good to visit, because it's not like the capital city like Paris. Like Paris, everybody wants to go there, but for me, I like to traveling. It's like this. I'm not a tourist, I'm a traveler. So I need to explore, I need to explore like the little city, like the city that has a lot of like unique places that maybe people don't know, that's the second thing. And also because I interact a lot with my friends from France, so they always convince me to go there, like, yo, MC, you have to try study here, you have to know this and that, so I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. And thankfully IISMA has university in France, so that's the reason why I chose France for my first priority for study. And the second one, actually, it's about it's a little bit more about business, because I'm interested to get to know about like some business stuff. For example, the one that actually related to my major, which is logistics. Yeah. So I heard and I searched that DHL is from Germany, and it has a lot of like things related to my major. So if I get to know about that more, it will be good, So that's why I chose Germany as my second choice, because I really want to know like their logistics business stuff, because they say that DHL is like, let's say like it's one of the best what's the name? Company, yeah, like a logistic company in the world. Last one is in the UK. Actually, because I can't really like choose a lot more, it's because we only have like 3 options, yeah. And also like Chaffas mentioned before, that we have to choose university that has like at least the same field, so whenever you come back, we can just like claim the credits, So by that's why I chose UK in the last priority, because they don't really have like my major. They just have like a business general, which is, yeah, it's still business, but like it's not really specific to my study of program.
The first university that I choose is City of Glasgow College, or people, usually to call it COGC. It's basically located in Scotlandia. I believe that the reason why that I choose Scotlandia is basically I have some kind of relative there. Because my father was born there, and I spent like 4 years. I think getting back to the place that I had been before, it's one of the most gracious things in my life. Secondly, is about the same is like MC had, which is the University Politeknik de France. Forgive my pronunciations. That's because of what my head of study program demanded me to be. Because the study of field that UPHF offers literally align with our study program, right? And the last but not least is about the Portsmouth. The Portsmouth located in the south of the UK. The reason why did I choose Portsmouth is basically because Portsmouth is so near with Oxford and London, which means that you could travel there, like what Amsha had said before. We are not a tourist, but we are a traveler. Especially when you came to Oxford, means like, well, why don't you want to go there? The reason why that I choose UK is basically because UK is one of the, inevitably one of the most advanced country in terms of knowledge, as we all knew. And the secondly is basically about the weather. No offense, Oxford means like, well, why don't you want to go there? The reason why that I choose UK is basically because UK is one of the, well, inevitably one of the most advanced country in terms of knowledge, as we all knew. And the secondly is basically about the weather. No offense, I'm Asian. Of course, I would like to experience at the very least of my life snow. The last but not least is about the environment, and which is we know that everyone is currently focusing themselves in the England or Britannian exposure. Secondly, regarding France, actually, my opinion is slightly same like MC said. When you are in France, means that you have the one of the terms of visa, which is the, what is the name of the visa?
Schengen.
Yeah, Schengen. With those visa, you could go travel around the Euro.
Yeah.
Unlike when you are in British, which is because of caused by a political issue. I will not be explaining here. But one of the former reason I would like to go there is basically because I would like to go travel around the Europe. In general, I choose it because of its serves the advanced technological in terms of knowledge, and secondly is about the environment and the traveling itself. So yeah, that's the reason why I choose UK and France and the 3 universities that I have mentioned earlier.
So there's 3 universities I choose. Firstly, I choose Nottingham in UK, and secondly is The Hague in Netherlands, and last but not least is Coventry. Okay, I really like to see the beautiful view in abroad or in Indonesia or everywhere. I like to see something new that came to my life, and I really want to experience that, of course. So yeah, the other thing is actually same as Joshua. I really want to experience snow. It's one in my life because every Asians want to experience that. Yeah. I came there because I want to look up for why I go there. The reason, like, you know, experiencing a lot, like
Everything, the place, the culture, the education system, the food, everything.
For the next question, during preparation, was there any negative thoughts such as fear of losing or self-confidence issues, and what makes you confidence to try and be ready to accept the result if you fail?
Well, honestly, first thing that you have to keep in mind is keep positive. You think positive, no matter how many negative things happen in your life. Okay? Yeah, I was a little bit scared. Obviously, okay? Everyone scared to fail. Yeah. But the thing is, it doesn't really matter like how many times you try. You just believe that you will get it. But if you don't, let's say if you don't, just believe that behind the failings and everything, there must be like a lot of like better things come up, you know. You just believe the process and just focus like what you're gonna get later. So for example, like me, for the announcement, I was so scared, girl, like literally so scared. Like thankfully I was, how to say, like keep it low key, you know, like I don't really like tell everybody, you know. That's how I control my emotions. So I just don't tell nobody that I apply for this, but then I just, you know, like believe the process, do the process. I don't show people the process. I just show them the results. I tried my best, and I put a lot of effort to this. You know, like I try to be more positive, like asking my family about like what the advices and everything. You know, because sometimes I feel down, like, you know, because I feel like you know, there's a lot of people applying this scholarship, and I feel like, no, I'm not gonna get this. But then I decided to just like talk to my mom and ask for advice, and that's how I actually get my confidence back. And also, you just believe that you pray to whatever you believe, that you will get this. Try hard to your limits, you know. So whatever happens in the end is just a new journey later on. You know, whether you fail or you're successful, whatever, for this internship, for these scholarships, it will be the best experience in your life, you know. Take the lessons and keep yourself motivated and never give up. That's how I put up my confidence.
And there's a lot of things that I've been thinking, like, you know, like I'm doing that like literally in almost deadline, and you know, people want the best effort, so it could be have the best result, right? So for me myself, I'm not really
given my best effort for IISMA actually. But how I deal with that kind of things, that's one of the important things that we have to talk in here, because if I deal with that kind of situation, I usually came to what I really like to do in that moment. Because if we think too much of something, it will lead to overthink, and overthink is really not good enough. It's bad. It's actually bad. It's so bad. So that's why if you are overthinking of something, just try to engage with other thing outside of that you are thinking of. It's better you are trying to achieve something rather than you are not even trying something. So yeah, at least you have some kind of like learning process, and yeah. And for me myself, if I have felt a step to reach my goal, I will search for other step to take the goal. So don't change the goal, just change the step that you are going to the goals.
Yes.
I think this will be an interesting part for me, because I literally don't have any problem with confidence myself. But however, the biggest enemy is about the fear of failure. I will be elaborating my journey through IISMA in a few minutes. The first of all is about how do I get this program. So there was an alumni, his name is Bang Raja. He was the one who impressed me or introduced me to this particular program. Since my first year, I have my stance, I would like to join this program. Therefore, I delved into a lot of competitions, domestic competitions, or even national competitions, or even international scale competitions, and yeah, I have built my stance. I have do whatever it required me to do in order to build up a good portfolio, right? This had to the second semester. So I have done a comprehensive understanding, comprehensive research, and breakdown on what is IISMA. I have studied essay. I have studied not that much, but slightly information about what is interview and so on. So yeah, I emphasize more on how to build an essay since I was like on my second semester. And the third semester, I am preparing myself to take the UPT. So especially when I was about to take TOEIC, but unfortunately I'm so lazy to do that because it has 200 questions in 2 hours, and not gonna lie, that's not the UPT that is inclined with me. Therefore, I take Duolingo. Duolingo itself has a complicated system, which we knew that they are using AI. So the most answer that you can answer means the hardest that you will get regarding the question. So I have to anticipate with that. I have to prepare with that. And on the last day of my preparation is an interview and so on. So I did not have any mock-up test, but I did. I'm using my previous experience in debate and sellers organization to build up my confidence, to build up my argument, and to actually establish on how I would like to talk and how I would like to respond to the question. The biggest enemy for me is the failure, because I've been proceeding myself. I've been progressing since I was on my first year on the college, and if I was failed, I guess we never know what it was. If I was failed, I think that will be the biggest heartbreak for me, because I've been doing this for a couple of years, and if I fail this, it will be giving me a lot of damage. But however, I think that's not relevant enough for me. I believe that winning and losing is the most general thing in life, right? At the very end of the day, your physical and spiritual needs are fulfilled. Therefore, you could step to a better place, a better future with those two particular actors supporting you from your backside. And secondly is regarding how I actually get to this program. Basically, unlike MC keep it low. I do not know, but I don't really know how to say this, but whenever people like acting like people already knew that I will go for IISMA, right? And they're gonna ask, Josh, are you going to IISMA? And if I say no, then there will be a violation for me, right? And I'm like, I'm just going to respond there, well, yeah, but don't get that too much from me. Don't expect anything. Or whoever asked me, did I actually register for IISMA, to be like, just don't expect anything from me. Just hope it's the best. And yeah. The conclusion is, I believe that I would like to wrap up from this too. You have to firstly build up your stand. Secondly, get a really positive environment or positive circle.
And also positive thoughts.
Positive thoughts, because sometimes the actual enemy is actually your brain.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like a friendly fire and so on. And the last, not the last, the next is basically about if you do believe, pray to someone, pray to superior in your preference or in your belief. And the last but not least is always do the things in the best form methodology that you could do.
Okay, so I know that three of you are from Polibatam English Club, right?
Yeah. So we will watch anyways.
Okay then, so I'm gonna have to ask you a question that related to Polibatam English Club itself. How did the PEC or Polibatam English Club help you to prepare for this program? Or does PEC have any impact on you for preparing for IISMA?
Okay, well actually I would have, flex, PEC helps me a lot, to be honest, especially for like experience or like volunteering, because by joining IISMA, it's good for you to have like a good portfolio, especially like experiences, volunteering and everything, So by joining PEC, I said it really helped me a lot because without PEC, I couldn't like join any international events, like international formal meetings or whatever, or even committees, and also like volunteer on like teaching English and everything, Without PEC, I don't know exactly like what I'm gonna put on my CV. No, like that's actually the truth, Yeah, because I am scared of competitions, like the competitions. Yeah, like I always scared of like failing and stuff, So like I barely join the competitions. But the thing is, it really like made me think that okay, like putting on my CV, portfolio, whatever for this IISMA is not only competitions. We can join like volunteer, we can join like any event, But then thankfully, PEC has international event and also nationally, even region that I can join. First is I joined the governmental event. TGT, I joined that as a part-timer. It is actually important to put in my CV, because they will know, okay, this one student is actually active, during the study and everything, The second is nationally. It's also governmental event or ministry. I think it was about the finance ministry or whatever. It was academic ministry. The third is there's this one activity in the island, and I was being it was actually events committees. I was just teaching kids, teaching kids English, and then we made a book, like an English book. PEC helped me. Thank you for PEC, PEC alumni,
Personally, I'm not really thought that government had IISMA program. So I acknowledge the IISMA program is when I was in like third semester 3 or even like semester 2 to semester 3, and I'm not really into like how to branding myself to get better for IISMA. So when I know about IISMA program, I think about my branding, like my portfolio, of course, because the best thing you go for a program or like IISMA program is actually your portfolio. What they want to see on you. Going back to PEC, right? So what actually PEC helped me, right? It's interesting because there's a lot of work program that PEC have. So people know about PEC have a lot of program and it's really tired. And of course it's fun sometimes and it's rough sometimes, but there is a lot of lesson in every single work program. And I write every single like MC said, like every single program or voluntary, I work a lot of what I've been improving. PEC have given my ability to improve in that kind of area, and PEC also given me an area of relation, I supposed to say. That is mostly IISMA always came from PEC, right? Like the alumni. So that's why joining PEC means you have a lot of relation from others, from before the alumni IISMA. So that's one of the things that I'm supposed to say why PEC is helping me. And yeah, maybe that's all for me. And yeah.
Since I was on my first year, I'm more into competitions. I'm more into an academic journey because I realize that I am lacking in terms of communication because I'm not that kind of extrovert person. I'm not a person that meant to understand other people. So in conclusion, I was and I am a lone wolf, which I have to do things by myself and I don't want to rely on others. But however, I do realize if I would like to get into IISMA, I could not become a lone wolf. It means that I have to be, at the very least, engaged with the other wolf, right? I have to understand how to actually communicate with the others, how to behave with the others, although it is, well, pretty challenging for me myself. So yeah, let's just head on to the second point. What did PEC give to me? So basically, when I was on my first semester, I am really close. I'm a really close person. However, when I get to PEC, there are individuals who help me by saying that it's okay for you to actually be smart, but however, people are looking for the friendly people where you could actually understand the other, or in short, we call it people need someone who know how to behave. Well, let's just say goodness that everyone in my surrounding PEC accept me just the way I am. At the end of the day, this helped me improve my social skills, which is literally important as it is already, right? Secondly, is about how do I position myself in the team. I learned how to become a great leader by managing a few programs that's been established in a few months behind. And yeah, at the very end of the day, I put out conclusions that in order to be a great leader, it doesn't mean that you have to take the steer and then steer to whatever destination or to wherever destination and whatever goal that you meant to be. But however, being a great leader means on how you could actually sustain and how you could actually manage your resources, which in this context is my member. I do believe that being smart is actually nice, but however, being nice and know how to behave to the other is actually one of the crucial points in life. And the last but not least is about the PEC themselves. Like MC has mentioned earlier that PEC also have some kind of competition, right, in various scale. I do love that competitions in my personal view. So PEC also helped me through competitions which could improve my portfolio and my certificate to a various work program, which is the BCon, right? And debating society and so on and so on. I feel grateful that they, at the very least of the day, they have competition that could actually meet the requirement for IISMA. So at the very end of the day, PEC did not only give me a soft skill, but also the hard skill for me myself. So yeah, that's the brief background for me and what did PEC give to me.
One addition that
let's go.
I would say just how to say, I just want to say thank you so much for PEC for having me, like helping me to grow things, and like make myself better, everything like really helped me a lot, especially it affected like bunch of like growth, like during this IISMA, so last thing, just want to say thank you, because like thank you so much, because PEC helps me for IISMA as well. That's it, thank you.
Okay, we are now heading to discuss for your future plans.
Future plan.
Do you have any special plans or routine that you want to stick to during the IISMA program?
Well, actually, firstly, I love to talk to people. I love to explore. Okay, so obviously during IISMA I will do that. Because it's aligned with the activity during study abroad. So, and secondly, is that I love to cook. So I will definitely stick with it. I'm gonna like start, okay, because I cook here a lot. And the IISMA activity, we have like a culture nights. Yeah, it's like a culturalized activity. Because of that event, I really want to like keep, like doing what I like to do back in home country. So yeah, like for example, for the second example is cooking. Yeah, I really want to try like, oh, what if I keep myself to cook? Like cook some food for my friends during the IISMA, because like I'm gonna stay there for like months, because of IISMA. Thanks for IISMA. So the last is eating rice. Eating rice. Oh my god. Okay, this is also the reason why I love to travel. Even though I would like to try their food and everything, because I like to eat, so I will stick it out, I will stick myself to eat a lot there. Rice is everything, so I will definitely eat rice because I'm gonna skip during IISMA. And also keep the moments. Let's say like a documentary during IISMA. That's it from me.
So I think it's just going to be emphasized on my personality because the first thing that I would like to state is always being respectful. Secondly is about engaging in the critical realm. So yeah, I have a plan to engage in post-note parliament. Post-note parliament consists of debating society and liberalism movement in the terms of speech and so on. So I would like to captivate myself. I would like eagerly to engage in and enroll into their realm, so I could actually, at the very end of the day, get a new knowledge that I could use, perhaps for the better future of myself. The next is about the documentary. Like MC said, I will keep doing that because at the very end of the day, the experience or the feelings that goes there might be vanished, but the pictures and videos won't. So, and the last but not least is actually I would like to stick myself to wear blanket because even though when I'm in Indonesia, I always wear blanket when I'm and the international office of Postnote said that when we arrive in Postnote, that will be in the early winter or the late summer, which in the other word means the switch on between the summer and the winter. Yeah. The very last of the thing is basically to keep eating rice because and keep in keep on stock on chilies and other ingredients because according to what previous already said that European people don't have or don't stock as much as we Asian people stock. For example, they just keep chili and just for the basic ingredients. So I might perhaps stock some kind of chili, sauce and other essential ingredients, or perhaps season it. Like in Indonesia we call it micin. Another technical idea of to be poured in your food. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stick on it because that's essential, and I cannot deny that I'm from Indonesia. We love it, but we also love spice.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, and how about you?
Okay, for me myself, actually, what I would like to stick in is my program and my future, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what is the first thing I would like to stick on is actually my kind of, character where I really like to explore for other things that I actually doesn't know how it works. Like, when I'm interested in something, I would like to do that on my free time, and when I'm doing that, I gain a lot of knowledge of that. So that's one thing that I would like to stick on when I'm going to IISMA program to the UK, Nottingham, and obviously in there will be a lot of things that I haven't been experienced yet. So that's really felt exciting for me. And other things I would like to stick on is actually eating rice, obviously. Everyone. But for me myself, actually I'm from Sundanese, right? So if I'm not eating rice, it means that I haven't eaten. So
I think most of Indonesia.
I see. My bad. Because
Padang as well.
So but yeah, there is for my future plans. Actually, I would like to engage more. Actually, like Chapa said, into the realm of the community in there, especially on sketch and drawing or something like programming or something like more engaging for me to have fun in that community because I need to go to the place where I really meant to go. Like I really want to build up my personality or my branding personal in sort of the community. So that's why I really want to engage in there, Nottingham community else. And I would like to look up to every community in there, and I hope that I find one from all the best in community in there. So yeah. So other future plans is actually I would like to get a lot of relation in there because the point that not the point but the special difference between we as IISMA awardee and other program that not going aboard is actually the relation itself. So I don't want to waste this kind of relation thing in IISMA program. So one of the essential things is actually for me, I would like to focus on is relation because relation is everything and it will be it will be a big impact for me in the future. So yeah, maybe that's all. Thank you.
And lastly, I really want to join their football team because Europe football is something, yeah. So I really want to. When I go there, I study there in the UPHF. I just want to join their football team or boxing team. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay, to both Chavez and Fatou as the current members of PEC. Okay, so our questions is, what do you hope to contribute to Polibatam English Club after you return from this program? I would like to start from Fatur and
After
so what do you hope to contribute to Polibatam English Club after you return from your IISMA program?
interesting question. Yeah, it is. Okay.
I think, sorry for interruption. I think we can make it short because it's already half an hour left for us to use this.
Okay, so what I really hope when after I finish IISMA is actually the first thing that I really hope is making a student, especially in Polibatam, to join PEC because the engagement of PEC being an English community, the only English community that if you want to go IISMA, you need to have more engagement in English community, and PEC is one of the best community. So yeah, maybe other thing that I really hope is actually I really want to engage more of mechanical engineering students, especially because this year in 2024 there is only 2 individuals that submitting for IISMA program, and I really want you guys from mechanical engineering especially more have an engagement in this kind of program because this program will be more like a stepping stone for you in the future. So yeah, do not worry of any kind of administration, do not worry any kind of interview, just do it, just try to submit like the submission of IISMA because we don't know in the future. Just do your best and pray for the results. So yeah, for me it's that, and yeah, maybe that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And how about you, Chavez? As we know that you're a head of English class department, do you have any plan to contribute or maybe making a new program or something?
Well, let's just see. Firstly, I will definitely do my best in UK, which I will do frequently, of course, to ensure to be at the very least of the day our member of PEC that actually going abroad or delving into IISMA is not as terrifying as people say, and instead it is actually venturing and it's actually entertaining. So yeah, I will do great there, I guess. And secondly is how do I would like to contribute? Firstly, like Fatou has said, of course, as a head of the department, we would like to have, and we would like to see that there's a lot of people came to a PEC to, well, yeah, at the very end of the day, improve their English skill. Because we do realize that sometimes some people, not generally, but some people are suffering with the speaking skills and so on. So yeah, at the very end of the day, engaging or even enrolling in PEC could improve your speaking skill because people in PEC, well, yeah, do speak English, right? And secondly is about the contribution to my children, which is the English class. So as we knew the English class filled in this year with individual who, well, like expert in English. So I would like them to challenge themselves to, at the very end of the day, to enroll in this particular program, which we knew that they have the basis, they have the fundamental. That means that they have the privilege to enroll in this program. But it does not mean for those who are not in English class suffering the same. No, it's basically in the English class, the terms of English class. So I would like to contribute to them. I'll be sharing all of my journey, I'll be sharing all of my progress to them. So they will, well, maybe see that as one of the review section from Javed as the head of the department. So yeah, I hope that they will be entertained and they will decide to enroll in PEC, in IISMA program in the next year. And yeah, that's not only exclusively for English class, but also for the other department. Thank you.
Alright, next to our very last question. Do you have any advice or tips for students who are planning to join this IISMA program or who are looking for a scholarship to study abroad?
Firstly, that you just believe yourself first. Second is about never give up. This is actually such a general never give up. And the third is get out of the box, okay? Because like to apply these scholarships, there's a lot of process. There's a lot of steps, okay? From the beginning, for example, like APT, APT English proficiency test. First, second is essay. I'm gonna mention the big points. Yeah, the first is EPT, and then the second is essay, and then interview. Okay, so with these 3 points, you really need to practice. Okay, so do not ever get tired of practicing. Interview, obviously, you need to learn more about how to speak, right? So just build like a new ideas how to improve your speaking skills and also your writing skills, which will be useful in essay. And also for EPT, obviously, you have to improve your English skills. Yes. So by that, you have to learn more, never give up, and ask for other people perspective, because definitely we cannot judge for whatever we do. We need someone else to judge for us, because they know which one is actually what do you lack of, because they will notice about that, but it's back to you. What do you lack of, because they will notice about that, but it's back to you. You take it or you just leave it, but to get better, obviously you have to learn, but you're the one who choose, you're the one who make the decision between try or not. Okay, so that's literally like my tips and trick for applying this class, especially
I think I will be briefly explaining what will be the tips and tricks from Javed. It's basically preparation. Preparation has a lot of branches. First of all, it's about yourself. I do believe that some of the people were just too afraid to challenge themselves. They are too scared, I'm afraid that I will not get into this program. I believe that I will be only wasting my energy, wasting my time, and wasting my money, and so on and so on. I just want to say that that's not true. Because at the very end of the day, whatever the result is, you will learn something, right? Secondly, build up yourself. It's about to challenge yourself to, like what MC said, get out of the box, get off from your comfort zone and challenge yourself in the desert of challenges. when if you could adapt, or even in the good case scenario, you could overcome this particular issue, you will become a greater person in your first year, right? Because people or human themselves are supposed and are expected to adapt in whatever situation they're in, right? That's the crucial advice for me and tips and tricks. So how do you could overcome this? Firstly, like I just said, talk to a lot of people, get their feedbacks and so on. If it's relevant to you, take it. If it's not, or even if it's irrelevant, just ignore it at the end of the day. Next is about the English proficiency test. I think this should be underlined because English proficiency test could be done in various forms. We have IELTS, we have TOEFL, we have Duolingo, and we have TOEIC. So you have to pick what kind of EPT that you would like to take as your preference for IISMA. And each of them have have their own challenges, right? IELTS have their own challenges, TOEFL, and so on and so on. So keep practicing with your EPT is actually one of the good advice, especially for those who are taking Duolingo. Because Duolingo is a complex system which you have to learn from the first place. And the last but not least is basically about how do I say this? Keep your network up, for example. So at the very end of the day, you would like to get a lot of information from everyone regarding this particular program. And yeah, I think that's one of the reasons. But however, back again, I think when it comes to scholarships, you don't have to be what is it in Indonesia? Like you have to be arrogant. Like I just want to go for IISMA and I don't want to try anything. But bro, that's a wrong mindset because at the very end of the day, each program offers its own benefits and its challenges. So don't be such a picky scholarship, like you say. Picky scholarship, alright? And when you would like to choose every scholarship, that is actually nice, but however, it's not nice at the same place. So yeah, in conclusion, you have to challenge yourself, preparation for your EPT, and perhaps keeping your networking on, so you could at the very end of the day, get a lot of information from your maybe friends or any related to you. And last but not least, about yourself. So yeah, I think that's this but one of the crucial points or advice that I would like to give for myself. Thank you.
Thank you. And you, Father?
Okay, so yeah, for me myself, it's entry, right? So people always say that entry is actually like a cheat code doing something. So yeah, I would like you to have three kind of points for my tips and tricks against scholarship, right? So first thing is you have to work smart, hard work, and the last one is you have to pray to God, obviously. So the first one is what the meaning of work smart. Work smart meaning you have to set your own goal first. You have to set one goal. Do not set a lot of goals because you obviously will be getting confused of that. You set one goal, either it's bigger or it is just only a small goal. It depends on you, but I prefer a bigger one because of what? Because if you are just achieving a small goal, it will be hard to choose a bigger goal in the next time in the future. So you have firstly set your goals. Next, you have to really careful think about what goal you are specified about. Like if your program is meant to going to study abroad, you have to know what is the requirement of that kind of program or IISMA, you could say, and a lot of EPT, HAFJOS and NCC and experience a lot of that. You have to know about the requirements first. If you already know about the requirements, we came into the hard work part, which is everyone's scared of to face on, because this hard work is preparing for everything that you have now in the smart in the work smart before, because in the hard work you have to do searching for practice in FPT or even to talk with other relatives or person to gain more knowledge about what is actually we have taken to gain the goal we really want to aim. So the thing is, when you already know about the goal, you look up for the hard work you are going for, and the last thing is you have to pray to God, your beliefs or even anything, because the last thing you have to do is you have to when you only have done everything your best, you just let it go. If it's for you, then it will come to you, but if it's not the best for you, just learn the lesson and take another step to go to that goal. That's what I always thinking of. Just change the road into the goal, not change the goal. That's for me.
Thank you for all of you guys. All of those advices are really meaningful, and I really hope that these kind of advices will give an impact to the students who are trying to take the chance to take the IISMA program.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And let me just like wrap up, for you guys. Please prepare for the next IISMA program, and practice for your APT, practice for your essay, practice for your interview, and also do not ever don't be scared to approach your alumni. Maybe the alumni IISMA alumni of 2023 or maybe 2024 later for us, yeah. So yeah, just keep it up, and shout out to the last year alumni. Thank you so much for helping me. You guys are the best.
Okay, Pak, you have any last word?
My last word is kind of the viewer. So my last word actually, I want this to point out one thing. Please, for the next IISMA, please, everybody from mechanical engineering, just try to apply. Okay, it's not even hard in the step up. You just need to try to step up from your comfort zone. If you have the interesting to go aboard, just apply IISMA. There's nothing hard there. Our KPS or our headmaster or prodi will be having easy going for IISMA, because that's what I felt in this year. So please, for the next year, mechanical engineering, I will look out for you.
For me, I hope this message system but I want you guys to challenge yourself, get off from the box, enjoy the desert, and eat the spice at the same time. In other words, get to adapt into a new exposure, and because I don't see why no, right? I don't see there is a reason or solid reason that could prohibit yourself to become much better in the future. So yeah, challenge yourself and good luck, and don't be terrified to approach us. We are friendly.
Yeah.
Good luck. Bye bye.
okay, thank you to all of the awardees that have spending your time to came to this our PEC Talk program. I really appreciate it so much. So I'm going to give applause to you. PEC Talk special edition today. Good evening.
Good evening.